Hi guys, Smoky Medic here. At work today, I got a little unboxing for you to do. Um, just saw something that I just had to have, and I found a good deal on it on Amazon, of course. The pink is just covering up my name tag. So I have things sent to work, my office all the time. If it's going to arrive on the day I work, just that way I can have it and mess with it. It actually got here a day early. It shipped the same day. I thought it was ordered late enough to where it was going to ship the same day. So it actually came yesterday. So it was here waiting for me when I got in this morning. So going to be using my Emerson CQC 16. I haven't carried this in a while. Just felt like carrying it. It's one of my favorite knives. I own several Emerson knives. Got to meet Ernest Emerson several years ago at the Chicago Knife Show, which I don't know if it's put on anymore. I need to find out, because if it is, I need to start going again. Really cool dude. Really nice guy. I had two of his knives on me. At the time I had the Commander and a Crombit, and it was kind of cool. He looked at both of them and was looking at just the craftsmanship and if everything was okay with them. It's pretty cool. Alrighty. Leave that out just in case I need it. So, Boker. I haven't owned that many Boker knives. Really, I think of two Bokers I've had. I'm pretty sure I don't have either of them anymore. One was like some weird, I don't remember what it was. I think I bought it at Bud K. It was like a Bud K edition of it. That you had to move this little thing over and you push the blade up. It was weird. And then one was an auto knife of theirs that was actually okay. But okay, Boker. And I will need it. Safety seal. They have the safety seals on their knives. Just kind of cool that way, that it has been tampered with or whatever, I guess. It's probably more for if it's dropped. It doesn't get cut. Ooh, very cool. Nice box, though. I've been noticing these knife companies are warranty information card. I need to get better about filling these out, sending them in. It's really nice and impressive. Some of the boxes and the presentation that these companies are going through for these knives. But the one drawback this is a very nice box, and it's got this foam padding on the inside that's cut the form for the knife and the sheath. You could put this in a cheaper box and charge a little less. Not that this was a super expensive knife, but and if this would make a great gift box, that's for sure. And if it was sitting in a store, it's definitely more attractive. But the thing is, most people aren't buying knives at stores. I mean, you're not going to find, there's very few stores that's going to have a knife like this actually in stock at their place. And it's going to be a knife store, most likely, like a dedicated brick and mortar knife store. And people that are going in there really you probably aren't going to care much about what kind of box the knife comes in. So just putting that out there, knife companies, maybe make it a separate, like a whole separate thing. You can choose to buy it with the fancy box or without. Just put it out there. So, what'd I get? So, I made the mistake of started looking at Vox. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Knives. Which he is, Vox Knives, where is he out of? I can't remember. I feel horrible now. It's like he's out like Nova Scotia or something like that. I can't remember. Anyway, I'll post his website in the description section and like his Instagram and everything. But I've been looking at his Instagram lately, and I've seen these knives by Boker. He's a custom knife maker, but does production collaborations with Boker, which is cool. That way you can get a knife originally designed knife by a custom maker for a less expensive price, with still good materials, but made on a production scale, so you can enjoy their designs. Anyway, he's got some really cool designs, and there were actually two that I wanted to buy, and I was good and just bought one. So it's a fixed blade. And there it is. This is actually supposed to be marketed as a kitchen knife, as a Sanyugo. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Japanese kitchen knife. Just a short style, like some of the videos I've watched, people have been describing it as like a camping kitchen knife or whatever. And it's got Vox right there. Man, this is cool. Light, flat grind. Something I wish more knife companies would do is make more full flat ground knives. I think they're just you can sharpen up. They're a little easier to sharpen in my opinion, and they slice really, really well. So they're good for really anything, food prep, whatever. Let me pull up some information on this real quick. So I got the green micarta scales, and then it has red, might be hard to see, red liner. Looks pretty good, looks really good. And there's also one where I think it's like a black carbon fiber handle scales, or maybe G10. Take a look here. No, I think it's just black micarta with the red liners again. It's X50 CR MOV 15 stainless steel. Man, this is nice. It's really light, really sharp. Yep, really sharp. Get a piece of paper here. Let's do a paper cut test. I'd say that's a little bit sharp. It's in the Boker Plus line, which is made in China. I believe all the Plus lines are made in China. I would prefer at least Taiwan, but I mean, it is what it is, and I'm sure Boker, this is a quality built knife, so I'm sure that they have pretty good quality control. Oh, very nice. Not really sure how you're like this, I guess. Wow. Nice. Nice. And then there's also it's almost the same style that's smaller than this is the Gnome, which was the other one that I wanted to use to get. It's a little bit smaller blade. You know what? this is I'm going to plan on EDCing this, and it did come with a sheath. I believe this is more of a storage sheath than anything. Yeah, it came with a black leather sheath. It's alright. Nothing special. Real hard, stiff. It's got a lanyard hole, so you could use it as a carry it as a neck knife, I guess. But this is more of a. I think it's more. Since it's supposed to be marketed as like a kitchen knife, I think it's more of just a storage. Sheath, which is kind of nice. So we'll definitely have to be getting a sheath for this. I have some Kydex that I bought 4 years ago, maybe even a little bit longer. That I was going to try my hand at holster and sheath making. I just never had the time to do it, or some of the equipment. So now I do. I actually just need to get a toaster oven, which I can get pretty cheap at the Habitat for Humanity Restore store, and try making a Kydex sheath for this. I'm sure there's plenty of Kydex sheath makers that can make one for me, but I'd like to try making it myself. Maybe a nice in the waistband, or maybe a out the waistband cross draw on my support side. This would make a great little fixed blade EDC knife. Man, very cool. So, very impressed so far by this. I need to do some more research on the steel in the gnome. And the reason for that is you've got some places it says they're 440C, and the other night I was looking at it in another place for sale. I can't remember where, and it had different steel listed. So I don't know if maybe newer ones are being made with newer steels. I'm not really sure. And I think it was actually the same steel as this, which I hope. 440C is okay, but I would definitely prefer other steels. I personally have always had a hard time. See, it came in this foam. A hard time sharpening 440 steel, and it's not bad. It does the job, but would definitely like to have others. So, Vox knives. Boker has some of his designs, really freaking cool little knives. Of course, looking at his Instagram, he's showing stuff. He's getting ready for Blade Show that's coming up here in a few weeks, I believe. He's got some really cool folders that are really nice. He's got a flipper that's just absolutely beautiful that now I want it. He's got this, he makes some like other tools and stuff too. He's got this, it's called the Snail, and it's kind of almost shaped like a snail. It's got a long neck, comes back, and then it's got a ring that you can put around your finger. I think it's supposed to serve multiple purposes. I know it can serve as like a bottle opener, but I think it's also like a defensive tool. That's pretty cool. And he also used to make titanium money clips that one side it had a spot for like credit cards and everything, and the other side had the clip for cash. I almost bought one of those several years ago when I was looking to get into a more minimalist wallet, and it was actually recommended to me from somebody on the USN Usual Suspects network that I'm a member of, and I wish I would have gotten one. I like the wallet I have now, and I'd probably be using it anyway, but it's cool. So, yeah, how much was this? I'm not going to get the price just because it changes all the time. I think retail price is around $50. They can be had online for actually a lot less than that. Just check around. I got mine on Amazon using Amazon Prime. The reason I pulled the trigger on it so soon was it said that there was only had like 8 in stock, so I didn't know if it was a knife that was going out of production or not. That's the one thing. Some of these collaboration knives with custom knife makers with production companies, if you want it and you have the money and you can still pay your bills and still buy groceries, I say buy them, because you never know how long they'll run. That's especially true for a lot of the Spyderco knives that are collaborations, is they do not last long. So look for a review on this soon. I brought food today to cook at work, actually, so I might use this to cook with today, and for any other little cutting EDC tasks. I won't carry it on the job, of course, but yeah, look for a review of this one. But just right now, just from what I could tell, looks like it's going to be a pretty cool knife. A lot of several good reviews on YouTube about it, so we'll see. Maybe I'll EDC this, maybe not. Maybe it will just sit in the sheath in my my kitchen drawer, and I'll use it for kitchen work at home. But really cool knife. We'll say another thing. Since it is a kitchen knife, I kind of wish they would have given a Kydex sheath instead of the leather, just for the simple fact it's not good to store knives in leather sheaths long term, or even short term, really, if you can help it, unless they're really oiled up for corrosion and whatnot. It holds the moisture in, unlike Kydex sheaths are a little better for that. But anyway, I'm going to stop babbling. Cool knife. Super cool presentation. So, look for a review on this sometime in the future, hopefully. Yeah, this is Smoky Medic. I just dropped it. We'll see you guys later. Thanks.